Alright, so you already know, Voidwalker right now, its current state is terrible. So I was cooking up some ideas, and also in suggestions channel there's a lot of ideas already anyway of you know 3 things that could save Voidwalker, and they would actually save Voidwalker. Also adding the name Bobby to the game, that would just save everything, to be honest. But anyway, onto the changes. Now for the first change, I think that basically when you start a bounty with ferocity, it should give the your opponent, it should give them a combat tag of like 10 seconds, right? Now you might be thinking to yourself, wait, isn't that 10-second combat tag? I can't log immediately from the Voidwalker. And all I have to say to that is, you are boosted. Now I understand there are a few issues with this, because obviously new players getting Voidwalkered and stuff is just not fair. 10 hours on Deepwoken is actually not a lot, because the combat and the game, there's not a lot of games really like it too much. That, I mean, but Deepwoken was like the first parry-based game I actually properly played, so like 10 hours in, I was still like really bad at the game. So I think maybe they could just, you know, change that up a bit, just to make this balanced. But I don't see the issue of getting combat tagged when you start a bounty, because it is so annoying that as soon as they hear the ferocity sound effect, they just log. Like, why is that a thing? Give them like a 15-second combat tag just so you can get to them. Another thing is that if there's a bounty at Monkey's Paw or Boatman's Watch or like Duke's Manor, it should spawn you like in the place, like not 5 miles away from it. Or like most, like in Boatman's Watch and Monkey's Paw, you can't even be teleported there. That's another change that needs to happen. You need to be able to be teleported there if there's no boss spawned in, because I don't see an issue with it. People gank at Primadon all the time. Why can't Voidwalkers get teleported there when there's no Primadon there? Like, it doesn't make no sense. Now, for the third change, I think this is pretty basic. PvE bounties. A lot of people have already been talking about this. You know, I saw Rack's live video on it, and people probably would say it's too free, but they could easily just, I think it'd probably be better in world events if they had PvE bounties, even though world events probably not for like, you know, a while. I think that maybe if they added it for world events, like the World Serpent spawns in, and then if you kill it as a Voidwalker, you get boosted XP or something if you get the World Serpent bounty. Something like that. Something like that could be cool. And then for the final change, I think this would actually save Voidwalker, would be the Voidwalker Oath. I don't know if it's actually ever going to be added. Hopefully it gets added with Conquest, because there's meant to be a ton of oaths being added, but if the Voidwalker Oath got added, bro, that could carry Voidwalker. Then there's actually a reason to, you know, progress Voidwalker all the way through, other than just so you can TP to Voidheart at the end of your progression. That's kind of like, yeah, I mean, that's gonna be all for today's video. I might get a progression video out later, but like, I'm trying to hit gold in Rainbow Six Siege, and I just keep like getting froggers on my team. It's so annoying, but yeah, if I hit gold but in Rainbow Six Siege in the next like hour, then frog video out later. So anyway, that's gonna be all. Thanks for watching, and see ya.